So, weeding through a section of the garden the other day in the tomatoes, and I've come across some tomatoes that have these really rotten looking bottoms. Now this is blossom end rot, guys. I would have normally treated them well and truly by now as they started to produce their fruit, but I haven't really been on the ball this season, but I can still treat these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some milk out of the fridge, or I've actually got some sitting in the freezer that went out of date. You can see this one started to ripen. So it'll be a mix of half water and half milk. Doesn't matter what type of milk it is, as long as it's milk with calcium in it. These, there's nothing I can do about these, so it is just picking them and tossing these guys into the compost, feeding them to the chickens or whatever else it is that you would do with them. So that is pretty much the only plant. You can see there's some big ones happening down here. Looking at the bottom of this one, it looks like it might be all right, and the other two down the bottom, but these are going to be big tomatoes in here, and it is definitely time I get in and get these guys treated. So blossom end rot is caused by the lack of calcium in the ground for the tomato plant to take up. Now, the quickest way I know to treat this and to give the plants that boost of calcium they need is by giving them milk. So it doesn't matter if it's full fat milk, low fat milk, powdered milk. It doesn't really matter what kind of milk it is at all, as long as it's milk. Now I like to do a 50-50 water milk mix, but I only had the 4 litres of milk here, so to make it go far enough so that all my tomato plants were going to get a calcium kick, I basically put 2 litres of milk to about 7 litres of water, and that is the quantity that I've put in here. Like I said, I do prefer a 50-50 mix. It gives them a much better calcium boost. So it is really easy to deal with it. I normally do it as the tomatoes start to grow and start to get some size, so before they start to ripen, so that the plant can get that extra calcium if it's required. But this year, like I said, I haven't been on the ball with my hand injury and all of the rest of the things going on. I am way behind. But once I had completed this, I didn't get any more blossom end rot through my tomatoes at all for the rest of the season. You can treat this earlier before you put your plants in by adding, there is some stuff that you can buy from the supermarket, or you can put crushed eggshells in and they will break down as the plant goes, but that does take a longer time for the plant to get the nutrients. You know, there is stuff out there on the market that you can buy at the shops and feed it to them. I find that the milk is the best, quickest, easiest way to do, and if you can get it when it's on special, or you know, if you've got milk that's gone out of date and you don't want to drink it, put it in the freezer and save it for your tomato plants. Guys, don't forget to check out these videos, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, happy gardening.